Today I'm going to be talking about the fastest way to travel in Minecraft. Got quite a few of them. I haven't got all of them. I need to do a bit more testing. Been quite busy, so I haven't had much time. I'll probably come back to this in the second video with extra ones, but got multiple different ways here. So let's go on with that. Okay, so first, I've done all of the testing already, so I've done the calculations. So we've got we've got just purely sprinting, like this. This is quite slow. Yeah, it's just really slow. Then we have sprinting. Oops. Sprinting and jumping. At the same time. This is quite a bit faster. So sprinting, just normally, for my calculations, that's a average of 5.6 meters per second, where a meter is block. Sprinting and jumping is 6.7 meters per second. I'll put all the times up at the end. Then we have swiftness, potions of swiftness. Speed 1. Oops, sorry, actually, the testing was without jumping. Sorry. The speed 1, like this. It almost is 6.7 meters per second, the same as sprinting and jumping. And then speed 2 is slightly faster than that. Speed 2 is about 7.9 meters per second. So what we've got next? Elytra and rockets from a ground start. Oops, I landed accidentally. Now, this is quite a bit faster at 26.4 meters per second, but you do use rockets, and sometimes it can be quite hard to take off from the ground. And we got okay. So you saw earlier my skeleton horse and my mule over there. Those are the next ones. I'm not testing just a normal horse here, because horses have varying speeds, whereas mules and skeleton horses have constant speeds. So this is skeleton horse. You can get horses faster than skeleton horses, but you can also get horses slower than skeleton horses. Yeah, jumping doesn't make it faster with horses, unlike running. Jumping sometimes makes it slower. Sometimes they do that weirdly. I don't know why. How again? And a mule you might want because you can have the storage capacity, which is quite useful. This is a bit slower than the skeleton horse. The skeleton horse is 8.4 meters per second, so that's faster than the speed 2 potion. A mule is 7.3, so that's slower than with a speed 2 potion. The next one is something that I don't really recommend, ender pearls, because you use up your ender pearls quite quickly. Because to go this 100-meter track, you have to use 2 ender pearls. Ender pearls to get, they're sort of quite finicky if you want to get them an almost exact amount. Of that there I basically had to use 3. Because different angles will give different amounts. Let me just take a little bit. Because if you look at the facing on the left hand side, there's an angle at the right hand side of that. If I'm pointing 29.7 degrees upwards, I found it's about there. You go almost exactly 50 meters. So to there, one to the right to the end of the track. I just need to heal myself so I don't die. Then these are the interesting ones. These are quite a lot faster than the other ones. You've got ice. So you want to sprint and jump at the same time. You spam jump. Holding jump isn't as fast. As you can see, that is very fast. On this is just normal ice underneath me. This is 15.8 meters per second. There are 2 things you can do to go faster. You can either use trapdoors along the ceiling. I am jumping here, it's just you can't see it really, because that with trapdoors is 18.6 meters per second. And then the second thing you can do, I can't sprint because the second thing you can do is use a boat. Trapdoors don't affect how fast the boat's moving. The boats are hilariously fast. While sprinting, this is 22.2 meters per second. Yeah, this is very fun. Though it's quite if you go out of control, it's often it's quite hard to stay straight. Oops. Then you can go even faster than this by using blue ice. I don't recommend this because it's really expensive. but blue ice is really fast. So this is 16.7 meters per second. I'm on peaceful mode here, so at least I think I am. No, I'm not. I don't know why my hunger isn't going down. Usually, when you do that, your hunger goes down really fast when you're sprinting and jumping a lot. And then you can do the same thing with the trapdoors. So that was 16.7 meters per second. This sort of looks like I'm flying in creative. I'm not. That with trapdoors is 19.3 meters per second, and with a boat, it's 25.2 meters per second. So not actually as fast. Not as fast as rockets with an elytra, which is 26.4, but still very fast. Yeah, very, very fast. And the next one, going back to something a bit slower, this is the last one, is just a minecart on powered rail. This yeah, it's a lot slower. I did some testing and with basically the same thing, but powered rail, but only 3 powered rail right next to each lever, rather than powered rail the entire way along, and it's about the same speed. Yeah, it's only very slightly slower. So this is 8 meters per second in a minecart. That's the fastest that you can go in a minecart. But then the best thing to do is always go in the nether, because the nether shortens your distance by 8. So it's basically multiplying the speed by 8. What I do not recommend the nether for is short distances. 100 meters, going through the nether at 100 meters is slower than using the speed potion to run, because of the fact that it takes quite a long time to actually go through the nether portal and load the terrain. Yeah. That's dangerous. And I'm trapped here. Let's get back to creative. Well, that one more. Yeah, but it takes quite a long time to go to the nether. In survival, at least. In creative, it doesn't. You go through it instantly like that. So I don't know what exactly is the best out of the distance that means that the nether is faster, but I'd say it's probably 100 meters. It's only slightly slower. That it's only slightly faster than just sprinting there, and it's slower than sprinting and jumping. But I'd say sprinting and jumping, it's probably only, it's not that much. It's 6.3 meters per second for just 100 meter distance, but because of the time, it means that it will be faster over longer distances in general, because yeah. So I'd say probably, unless you go on like 200 meters on 200 blocks or more, don't use net bottle. Yeah, okay, and that's all of the methods that I got for today. I'll probably come back. I'll probably do some testing with piston bolts and riptide and the trident, because those are different ways of going quite fast. But so you can see, so I'll put the times up on the screen here, and you can see that the fastest ones. But so blue ice is slightly faster than ice, but yeah. So I probably recommend using a boat or trapdoors on ice because blue ice is a lot more expensive and rare than ice to get. Or you could just fly there with an elytra. If you have like a creeper farm for gunpowder and a sugarcane farm for paper to get rockets, then you yeah, it's fine. Rockets aren't really that expensive to make, but otherwise, yeah, I would use ice.